Creativity with Don Allen III live. Today, we're going to be jumping into a brand new tool called Pika Additions. This thing allows you to do VFX with any footage with a text prompt. I can't believe this is possible, and so we're just going to dive down the rabbit hole. I'll show you the process. I have used it for just like maybe 15 minutes before the stream, and so I wanted to show you what I'm learning and what this is. So let's go ahead and zoom in and talk all about it. It's at Pika_labs. That's where you can find it if you would like to try it out yourself. Oh, I accidentally deleted the screen. Can I do undo? Oh, I shrunk the screen again. Hold on 1 second. I have the wrong screen streaming. Clicking a button over here and go to the filter options for the screen. Okay, and discard the change. Cool. Hit OK. All right. So that's behind, and then let me see if I can set that to be behind me. Is this behind me now? There we go. Okay, sorry about that. So welcome to the stream. My name is Don Allen Stevenson III. I will be showing you my process today and introducing you to this thing called Pika Additions. It's like adding VFX right into your footage, and it's freaking insane. Like, it just makes it very, very accessible. One moment, I don't know why my try to make sure that the feed shows the chat below, but it's not showing it at the moment. So let's get that going. I will duplicate the capture. Oh, there's no duplicate. All right, I got to add the capture. Screen capture 7. Is this it? Sorry about that. My tool is giving me a little bit of an issue, so just give me one moment to debug something on my end. I did add a new screen capture. By the way, you can live stream directly to Instagram from a web browser. That's what I'm doing right now. And then the tool that I'm using to stream footage from one spot to the other is called OBS Studio. So you can stream directly to Instagram from your desktop. Okay, so let's just go to new, and then great, that's looking good. And then we'll just set this to the other screen. Great, and then I can use that screen here to move the comment section in the bottom corner. There we go. And then we'll just shrink down the interface. Sorry about the weight. I'll shrink the interface down a little bit more. Great, and then we'll just put this screen behind everything. And that should fix itself. No? My layer hierarchy is incorrect. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. I want to be able to capture the comments so I can see what you're saying. But yeah, you can live stream directly to Instagram from a web browser. You just have to you would log into Instagram from a web browser, and then from there you can do some magic. And you can share any tools that are on your screen. You can connect as many cameras as you want. I'm using an old iPhone. You know how like iPhones let you like return an old iPhone and you can exchange it for like a new one or something? What I usually do is just keep the old iPhone and then turn it into a camera for my stage. So this is an old iPhone that I'm using as like the live streaming camera because it's like a really thin profile and whatever. Okay, so what are we talking about today? It's called Pika Additions, and in a nutshell, you film video, and then from the video, you can add an image, and it will work that image into the video as a visual effect. It's kind of insane. So let me show you how it works. So you click on Get Started. So that's how it works. So you start off by adding a video. Your video could be something you shoot yourself or a favorite clip. It just needs to be sure that it's at least 5 seconds long, and that's how it works. The next thing, yeah, these are just samples of like videos. You can film yourself, do what you want, right? Just like regular footage. Then you add an image. This could be any image. I think it works really well if your subject is isolated from the background, but it even works even if it's not. But in general, I think it'll work really well if you give it like a solid background. And then finally, you would add a prompt. They suggest in this template, add this to my video based on the current actions in the original video, come up with a natural and engaging way to fit the object into the video. Then you click that button and they would work all of that together. You get this cool VFX shot with this addition added to the scene. So that's kind of how it works. Oh, my name is Don Allen Stevenson III. Yeah, welcome, welcome. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, but on Instagram, I go by Don Allen III. So that's Don Allen III. All right, so let's go ahead and try it out. So I already started this morning, and I had this footage filmed from a car, and then I added a picture of like this one little monster dude, and then it gave me this video. So like already, you can make some pretty remarkable things. Now the walking is a little weird, so maybe don't do too much moving shots for video. Maybe it was trained on more static moving things, so that's what we're going to try out right now. And I had just organized some of my favorite little clips just for the occasion. So these are some shots that I filmed with my phone or my glasses. Is this even right? And so I was thinking maybe I could try to use some of this footage that I've captured to see if we can add VFX to it, which I think would be like kind of the perfect use case for this tool. So I'm hitting the play button here. Pika Labs, it's spelled Pika Labs, and it currently only runs, the additions feature only runs in the web browser, so you need to be on the web browser to use that feature. Yeah. But yeah, here's some footage. So I filmed this when I was flying back from Dubai a couple weeks ago from the window of the airplane, and I want to see if I can add something cool to the scene. So first thing I'm going to do is open this just in like a regular video editor, and they only want 5 seconds. So I'm going to trim the video to the exact 5 seconds that I want this thing to be. I like maybe, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be the first 6 seconds. Let me see how that plays out. I'm trying to imagine the shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Honestly, the first 6 seconds I like. I was going to trim it to a different part, but I think the first 6 seconds are great. So to do this, we go to the first section down here, which is upload your video. So you either click it and find it, or I think you can just drag it in. So let me look for that video clip that we just showed you a second ago. Oh, it's not the clip. There it is. And I'm going to drag that clip right into, yep, you drag it right on there. You see how it updates. And then you release it, and so there it is. Your video must be over 5 seconds. We'll use the first 5 seconds. So you can have a video uploaded that's longer because they're only going to use the first 5 seconds, which is great. Now you you upload your image. Add anyone or anything to the video. So we're going to go to Midjourney to generate this. So I'm going to go to Midjourney, and what I want to have there is I want to create a character doing something. So I'm going to say, oh wait, can you not see? You can't see my screen. Maybe I got to lower this a little bit. There you go. All right, so I'm going to say, a monster with green fur and yellow horns and yellow eyes sitting on an airplane window from the perspective of the airplane window passenger seat. Can I use the web browser on my iPhone? Yeah, you can use the web browser on the iPhone. Okay, so this is a little character I just made with Midjourney, right? And it's an airplane window. And I might just run a few more versions of this. So I'm just going to hit the rerun button just to get a few different options. If you want to get more variety in your Midjourney images, I sometimes go to this aesthetics tab, which is clicking these buttons. And then in the aesthetics tab, I just crank up variety so I get more random options. Because otherwise, these are all looking too similar. So with the variety cranked up, we can run this prompt again. And so now the 4 images are going to be very different, giving me kind of like a wider distribution of the possibilities that we might want. Yeah, so look at how much different these 4 images are versus these 4. Now I actually really like this creepy monster. I mean, that looks great. So let's go ahead and use that as the image. I'm going to hit download, and I'm going to make this a new folder. We're going to call this folder the name of the app that you can look up online, which is Pika Labs. And this is like, it's called the Editions feature, or Pika Editions. Pika DDITI, Pika Editions, I think is what they're calling the feature. We're going to save that image there. Great. Let's return back to Pika Labs. Again, we uploaded our video. The video must be over 5 seconds long. We did that. And now we got to upload our image. So you can either select from the library, which they have, some ones already there, or in our case, we want to use the image that we just generated from Midjourney. So I'm going to drag that into the upload section. Oops, I grabbed the wrong button. I'm going to try to be more deliberate with where I'm hovering the mouse. There it is. Drop this image here, release. Cool. So we have our video, we have our image. Last thing we need is the prompt. So let me zoom in here so you can see the prompt. This is the default prompt. Add this to my video based on the current. I like that. That's kind of cool. I'm just going to come up with my own prompt, like just describing what I want to have happen. A green furry goblin monster with yellow eyes and horns is seen flying around the airplane wing up in the sky, peering. They are menacing. Great. And then, it says the file should be no longer, okay, that's new to me. So you can't have a super long file. So I'm going to need to lower the file size. One way that we can do this is by just doing a shorter clip. The other way is to drop the resolution of your video. That's, both options work quite well. So let me just lower the resolution. Where is that footage? Cliff. Okay. I'm going to go to that footage. And let's see. Oh yeah, so right now it's like 65 megabytes. So what I might try is, if I just open this up in a video editor, I'm going to trim it this time. So I'm going to edit, trim. I'm going to trim this to like 5 seconds. So it's like very, very brief. And there we go. First 5 seconds, and then hit trim. And then I'm going to save this. So I'm going to export this as. I'm also going to drop the resolution right here. Let's make it like, I think I shot that in 4K, so maybe I could do 1080p. Or, let's just do 720p. That'll make the file size really small. I always like showing you kind of the behind the scenes in these live streams. So if you like this, please consider following my page. Let's continue going on here. All right, so let's kind of save this to the Pika Labs Editions. I'm going to make the folder file size smaller. Save it. All right, it's saved. Let's check if the file size is actually smaller. Looking at it here, it's currently around 4.2 megabytes. So that's great. Let's just play it back. Great, that's going to work. So let's go ahead and load our much smaller file back into Pika to add the Pika Editions. Using this footage again for OpenMagic or now Pika. Right now I'm using it for Pika and experimenting. So let's go ahead. I have to delete it first. So you have to delete your old video. Great. And then we're going to load in our smaller file size and drop it. And I'm going to use my prompt. A green furry goblin monster with yellow eyes and horns is seen flying around the airplane wing up in the sky. They are menacing. Let's run it. Okay. We clicked it. Seems like it's doing something. It says high demand right now. Wait times might be a little longer. That's so funny. That wasn't the case this morning when I first tried this out. So I guess in the last few minutes, there's probably a lot more people trying to use their servers, and as a result, it's going to be, the way that this works from a technical standpoint is there's a type of computer processor known as a graphical computation. GPU, graphical, I forgot what GPU stands for. Graphical processing unit, graphics processing unit. And so when they say it's going to take a few minutes, it means other people are using their server of graphics cards. And then we're kind of they're rendering this in their cloud server, so you don't even need to run this on your local machine. You can run this in the cloud, but it's actually pretty fast. But I don't know how many GPUs are in their cluster, but there's probably hundreds if it's this responsive. Let's see what we get. We get 97%, 98, 99, and whoa. Wow. That's so cool. Okay, I love it. Let's make some adjustments. VR7.tech writes, appreciate the super detailed way of showing us the workflow. You got it. That's what I love to do here. Live streaming is kind of the way that I show that I'm still human. I do a lot of computer, AI, and tech things, so I try to make my live streams as human as possible. Thomas writes, thank you for sharing the knowledge. Oh, anytime. Meta in Tech puts 3 fire emojis. Okay, let's see if we can improve the results, though, because I think we can get better than this. So they have a little button here, which is cool, called reprompt. What happens if I click this? Okay, it just uses the prompt again. So I'm going to be more descriptive of what I want to have happen. I'm going to say the furry goblin monster with yellow eyes and horns is seen, instead of saying flying around, I'm going to say crawling on the airplane wing. Because that way, maybe it knows I want to kind of isolate it to just be on the wing and not have it look like the goblin's inside. So let's try that. So instead of saying flying around the airplane wing, I'm going to say, I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to hit the dictation button because I don't like typing. Crawling on the edge of the airplane wing. And then I'm going to get rid of the other stuff and then run it. All right, so again, that same warning from Pika saying high demand right now, wait times might be a little longer. I think that's just a good, safe bet for them to do, but I think it's going to work out fine. And so we're just going to give it a few more seconds. Hey, they worked with it. This is sick. Yeah. I mean, look at that. I have the ability to do traditional VFX, so I know how long it would normally take to render fur simulations, glowing eyes, build a rigged character, composite them, motion track a shot. This has the potential to seriously disrupt the VFX industry. I think the main critique that VFX artists are going to give this is that they're going to say that you don't really have the ability to control the output of this character. And so other VFX artists are going to say that, it's not going to really be a disruption to the VFX industry because they can argue that they can create more specific things. But I will say I disagree with those VFX artists because I think it depends on who the audience is, who the audience is and who it's made for. I know there's a word that's used a lot in the VFX industry called the uncanny valley. And it's this idea that if stuff doesn't look perfectly good, it looks unsettling, and people won't like it, and it kind of takes them out of the experience. Well, I think that applies for people in a certain demographic, but maybe for people my age or around my age would think that. But when I look at what the audiences much younger than me are consuming every day, I'm noticing that they love Roblox, they love Fortnite, they love aesthetics that actually aren't very real at all. So I'm not sure if the uncanny valley is going to be as uncanny of a valley for the next generations of people that are going to be consuming media. It might become a relic that we think that there's some kind of truth to what is VFX quality. But I also work in the Hollywood and entertainment space, and so in those spaces, you are going to want more control than these kind of text prompts based things. So I see a world and I see a use case for both worlds, but I just wanted to point those out. So when I say it's going to disrupt the VFX industry, I think it really depends on whether you're looking at enterprise tier VFX or if you're looking at mass consumer VFX. All right, so let's take a look at the next one that came out. Wow. Oh my gosh. That's remarkable. Wow. Oh my god, the blinking. That's so cool. It also added more mountains, but that's cool. It got the gist of the video that I gave it. I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and download that one. And I just save it to my folder, and now I have it. Great, let's do another one. This time I'm gonna go back to my library. VR7.tech writes, crazy with 3 fire emojis. This is crazy. I mean, that's unbelievable. Yeah, that's unbelievable. Thomas writes, he's searching you. Yeah, he's looking in there. He's like, I'm going to find out who is flying this plane. Kind of reminds me of the Gremlins aesthetic. Code Dizzle writes, this is pretty amazing. It's going to be really impressive when the model interacts with physics. Actually, that's a great, we should try something like that. So I have a shot that might have more, like, I wonder if I add words like falling or, you know, collides with, if we might get some different results. So let's try that. So I have some footage here, lots of footage, things that I've captured over the years. Here's another one. Oh, wait, oh, interesting. They add their watermark. That's okay. Fair. They got to get their advertising out there. Makes sense. All right, let's go to the footage. So these are the different things I filmed on my phone or my classes. Let's see. I'm going to see what it can do with this one. I want to have a giant dragon, a blue dragon serpent, fly out and around the cliff structure and see what that looks like. So let's do the same trick. I'm going to open up that clip and clip it down to 5 seconds. Actually, it's only a 13-second long video, so let's go to about 5 seconds right around here. Great, and we're going to go to the Edit tab. I'm going to go to just trim it. This is right inside of the Mac OS operating system, so you can use any software that you need to trim it to 5 seconds. So I'm just going to go to 5 seconds right there. Hit the trim button. Great. Now we're going to go to File. Let me see if we can get away with 1080p. We might be in luck. Who knows? So let's export this as 1080p this time. Excuse me. And I'm going to say Cliff Dragon. Great. And we'll save that. All right. Let's see. Is the video file too big? Is it too small? Okay. Looks like it got it at 1080p, and it looks like the file size is roughly 9 megabytes. Okay, that's fine. I think that'll work because it's under 25 megabytes, which is the current limit for Pika Labs. So let's work with it. So I'll hit delete on this. Delete. There we go. Now we're going to go down here to the bottom footage. I'm going to delete my original footage with the airplane wing and place in it the Cliff Dragon footage. Now we're going to go back to Midjourney to generate the serpent that I have in my mind. So here we go. A majestic blue dragon serpent creature flying with grace, with bright glowing yellow eyes and teal colored scales. Their serpent body resembles a snake with tiny little arms and legs, and they fly with wisdom and grace. Seen within a Yosemite Cliff Canyon. All right, so that's my kind of prompting. Again, I use voice to text to do my prompting, as it helps me get my idea out of my head faster. I would be interrupted if I tried to. Oh, interesting. So these aren't what I had in mind. So let me adjust my language. So I'm going to grab that footage here. The dragon body type is called Shenron, resembling the body type of the character Shenron. S.H. Shenron from that's from one of my favorite animes from my past Dragon Ball Z. So I want more of like a long serpent body for the dragon. These are closer, but the wings are not great. this is where I might use I might go look up a picture of Shenron and use it as structural information. Like this is the kind of dragon I want, but kind of like a blue version of it. So I'm going to save this image. This fandom. I'm just going to do a screenshot of it. That should be fine. So let's do screenshot. Grab this guy. Okay. And then what I'm going to do inside of Midjourney, they have this option where you can add images to like support the type of thing that you want. And some people just drag it in and leave the basics. I want to show you a little pro tip for getting more of the structural information from a reference like that. So let me go ahead and upload this image. There it is. So now Shenron's added there. I'm going to click on them. And then what you want to do inside of Midjourney is change this icon. So this button has a very unique function. If you choose this one, it's going to try to match the character that it's seeing. It's called a character reference. So it will try to look at the character that it sees in the image and try to resemble it. If you choose this one, it will take the style, the art style of this image. So this one has like a anime look. It would make mine look like anime, and I don't want that. And then this one is image prompt. So this would be like looking at the structural information of the image and using that to add to the prompt. In my case, I want to use this as a character reference, which is why I'm clicking this icon, and then we can process it. So it's going to stick to the character more or less. Yeah, see how much more aligned that character is. Great. And then maybe I want them to look friendlier. So I'm going to select this and then grab that same reference just to show you the opposite. So let me click this button instead. So it's now going to use the image of Shenron more as a style reference. I'll show you what that looks like. So that one totally kept the character, right? You can see the colors of Shenron. But then this one is going to maintain the more of the style of that image, which is the anime look. And this one's more accurately what I want because I kind of wanted like a blue Shenron. So I described like the right blue stuff, and now it's in this anime style, and I think this looks great. So that's the one I'm going to use. And then just for fun, I'll grab the same one again and change this to image reference by clicking that icon and then running it. And watch how different these last four are going to be. Oh, Simulon Beta is now open? Thank you so much, Codizzle. I didn't know that. That's exciting news. I love Simulon, and I've been missing it. So I'll update my app. Hopefully I can get the new version. Okay, so here's the new image. I'm going to just load this in. And then we'll go back to Pika. And I'm going to replace the image with this character. And then come up with a better prompt of what I want to have happen. All right. A blue majestic serpent dragon is seen flying around the canyon, period. The dragon is giant and seen far away in the distance, jumping around and landing on the cliffside. Let's see what we get. All right, so it says hang tight. Again, while we're waiting, I'm just going to watch these other videos. Mute the audio. But yeah, I mean, look at how remarkable this is. To get this result is quite insane. And Codizzle, I'm going to try my best to download that update on the Simulon, because that might be a great thing to test today. So let me go to Simulon. It says Simulon Beta has expired. Let me go to the Test Flight app. If when you work with companies that have apps that are in development, they usually deploy them on an app called Test Flight. Test Flight lets app developers test their apps out with a small audience before they like run it live. And oh wow, yeah, it's a new version. Okay, cool. All right, it's updating. So I'll have the updated version of Simulon so we can maybe add that to our workflow. Let's take a look at how the other one's coming out. 94%, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and new video coming out from Pika. This is how they spell it, by the way, and this is the website. Pika.art/my-library. Let's take a look. Interesting. So I would say this one is and I think maybe the reason is it might not like anime style artwork. So maybe let me give it a live action version. So, or like more of like a photorealistic version. So I'm going to go back to this guy and I'm going to use the same prompt. But the thing I'm going to change here is just describe it as a photograph. 35mm photography, comma, at Yosemite National Park at sunset, period. There we go. Because I think it just needs to have more realistic reference. That's my guess. I don't know for sure, but we'll just see. Like this one I think is going to work a lot better just because the lighting looks better. Or even this one might even be really, really good. So let's try that out. So I'm going to go to this object, or not object, sorry, this image. We're going to download this image, go back to Pika, and replace the kind of anime stylized dragon with a more photorealistic dragon, and see if that creates, you know, a different perception. For some reason, it's not letting me upload it. Let me try that again. There we go. And then I'll use the same exact prompt as before and hit run. All right. Any questions? Oh, what platform is this? Max Payne Griffin asks, what platform is this? Pika. Pika Art. That's the platform right up here. And then this is the website. They do have a phone app, but currently this particular feature called Pika Editions, like this kind of adding a character or an object or adding something to your shot, is not in their mobile app yet, but it is running on their web app. So if you can run Safari or Google on your phone, have a Pika Art account. I pay for Pika, so that's why I'm having all these credits. It's a image, it's a video AI tool, and this is their latest feature that they announced yesterday. I was busy at work, didn't have time to jump on this yesterday, so I wanted to jump on it this morning. So that's where we're at. Great question, Max Payne Griffin. Got another question. Oh, says thank you. Oh yeah, no problem. Anytime. If you're getting value out of this content and you're learning stuff, I would like to encourage you to follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be doing a lot more live streams like this, and soon I'm about to open up a once a month group video call with my subscribers, my paid subscribers, where we all jump on a Google Hangouts and talk about cool stuff. But you have to be a paid subscriber for that. So I'm going to be launching that soon. So then you can have more one-on-one time, or I guess it's kind of group, almost like we're in a group video call, like a Zoom call, and then we all jump on the call together, stay for like 30 minutes, maybe an hour, hang out, chat about new technologies, ask questions. It'll be kind of like me doing a group mentorship for future proofing. So yeah, that'll be if you're a subscriber to my Instagram. And then I'll have to get your email in some way so I can add it to the Google Hangouts. But you'll learn all sorts of cool stuff, and I think that'll be really fun. Oh, wow, look at this dragon. Oh, wow. Oh my God, the lighting changes. Okay, so I think this is a hack. The hack is, actually I have a new theory in my head. I'm going to try it out too in just a second. But that looks so good. You know what I mean? Like, that's insane. That's my favorite one so far. Wow. I'm going to download that one. Okay, so here's my theory. What if we photoshopped or edited the dragon that we wanted into like the first couple frames of the video, screenshotted that, and then use that as the image reference? Will that art direct the exact thing that we want the dragon to do? That's my theory in my head. And let's go ahead and test out my theory now. So to do this test, we're going to start off with the footage. And I'm going to go to right about here and hit the pause. And I'm just going to screenshot this video where I think this technique might work. So I'm literally just going to screenshot the video. Then we're going to save that screenshot in my folder. Okay, great. Next, we need to combine my screenshot with that photo. And believe it or not, they have this ability to do that in Midjourney. Wait. Do they? No, they don't. I take it back. I need to combine two images. So let's just do like the roughest, quickest example of this. I'm going to go to Photoshop real quick. And just very roughly, yeah, the shadows that we're seeing in there is so insane. The lighting changes that happened. So I'm just going to open up Photoshop real quick. Not trying to make this a pro tutorial. This is supposed to be a lot friendlier workflow. So don't mind that. All right, so we have this image. And we're going to grab our cliffs. Great. And I'm going to grab the dragon that I really liked. Great. And just load it in here. I'm not going to update this version. I'll even full screen it, whatever. Okay. Move it around. Enter. Then we're going to grab that dragon, bring it into Photoshop. Great. And then I'm going to use the selection tool, just selecting just the upper body, just part of the character. Because I want to have it really, I want the dragon to emerge from beyond the, God, I hate this little time to update button. I don't want to update Photoshop. Go away. There we go. Oh my God, it moves right over the layered panel. Wow, what an aggressive UI change. I'm going to move my layer panel off of here so that I don't have to update. Normally I like to update stuff, but not when I'm in the middle of a live stream. There we go. So I can just move my layer panel over here. All right. What I had in mind was to just select the cliff face here. Deselect. I want to grab all these cliffs right here. It's not working. Oh, deselect. There we go. So I'm just selecting all the cliffs because I want to create like a cutout where the dragon is behind these, like the cliff thing. And I'm thinking if I give it as an image reference, it might understand my intention better of what I want it to have happen in Pika Labs. This is just a theory. Haven't tested this. We're testing it live. All right, so I've selected all of the rocks. Maybe I'll get rid of this one here. Add a little bit of those. Great, right click and do selected mask. That will allow us to create a mask of just the area that we want. I will use this edge detection thing so that it's a cleaner mask. We'll maybe add a little bit of smart radius, whatever. Add a little bit of contrast so it's a little bit sharper. Cool. Very rough. Now I'm going to do Command J. That separates it as a new layer. And place this above the dragon layer so that our dragon can actually sit behind the rocks like that's what I wanted him to do. Now I'm going to remove this background from the Midjourney image so that we're just left with the dragon head popping out. And I think that will probably do what I want. So we'll see. We'll see. That's my theory in my head. Just my theory. It might work. All right, let's also go back to here. And in Midjourney, they have the ability to pan your generation. So if I click pan downwards, I can get more of the body of this character generated. Because I like this one a lot, but I need to see like the lower part of the character's body. Oh wow, put some gold here. Oh wow, gave him like little arms here. Whoa, this one I actually like this one a lot because we get a little bit of the shoulders, so it might create more mechanical movements if it sees that the character has shoulders. So let's go with this one. Then I'm going to also maybe expand. Let's continue. Let's expand downwards further. I'm just trying to expand the footage of this dragon so that we have like a pretty good thing to work with. Oh, it looks like I gave him more of like a serpent tail. It's like wrapping around here. That's one direction. This one looks pretty cool. That's great. Great. And then I'm going to pan upwards from this, just so we get a little bit of the space above his head. That one's pretty cool too, though. They're all pretty cool. Whoa, gave him like a twisty tail. Didn't see that coming. Okay, this is the one. right? So we have this here. Now I'm going to save this image into my Pika Labs folder, and we're going to bring that into Photoshop just so I can get more real estate. So we're going to hide that layer. We don't need it anymore. We're going to grab our image of our little character dude, and bring him into Photoshop. Great. And if you're really lazy or maybe really efficient in Apple iOS right now, you can right-click any image and go to this Quick Actions tab. And if you hover over Quick Actions, they literally have the ability to remove the background. Oops, I can't. It's not showing it very well. Let me move it over here. Sorry. So if you're in like a Mac computer and you have your image, right, you can right-click it, hover to the Quick Actions tab, and then down here at the bottom, they have a button that just quickly removes the background, and then it will save the removed background image as a PNG. So I click on that, remove background, and there it is. Now I have like a PNG. You can kind of see the transparency behind my PNG, so you know it's a PNG, right? You can see the background of my desktop adjusting, and then we can, because I was going to do all my masking tools in here, but it's just I don't have time for that. We're just going to use it right in here, and then just drag it in. Great. So now we have our dragon in the cliff that I want, and the size of the dragon is better at scale now. That's great. I'm just going to make him a little bit larger, kind of placing him around here. Awesome, awesome. Right? Codizzle says, well, that's a time saver. It's a huge time saver. And the last thing I want to adjust is, you see how the background has light on the cliffs. When I took this picture in Yosemite, there was a lot of good sunlight, and I just want to convey that just subtly on this dragon so that it has, so it just understands the lighting stuff. So we're going to go back to the layers. I'm going to grab the dragon, make a copy in case I screw up the step. And then on this copy, I'm going to grab this brush here called not the blur, it's none of the, it's called the dodge. It's called the dodge tool. And the dodge tool lets you identify midtones, shadows, highlights. So I'm going to choose the midtones, and I'm going to make the brush bigger by hitting the brackets. And what I'm going to do is just kind of add highlights. Oops. I'm going to add highlights really just to the upper part of the dragon's face. So just kind of going through here. And I'm just kind of creating a line. It's not working out too well. So how about this? I have a copy of this dragon. So how about this? I'm just going to take the whole dragon, go to Image Adjustments, and I'm just going to go to Selective Color. No, Gradient Map. We'll go to Exposure. Let's go to Exposure. Under the exposure, I'm just going to expose it so that it's too bright, adjust the offset a little bit so it's more desaturated, and just kind of add a little bit more hue in there. We're also going to go to Image Adjustments. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to the hue. So let's go to Colorize and then add a little bit more yellow. There we go, just a tiny bit, just to match how like the sun is very yellow back there. Don't worry, I'll blend between these in just a moment. It's too gold. Let's get a little bit more yellow. There we go. All right, so that's like the right highlight now. And then what am I going to do with this? I'm going to blend it with the lower layer so that we get some of the correct lighting information in there. Great. Now we're going to merge these two layers. Finally, we're going to grab the eraser. I'm going to grab this kind of jagged eraser, or not even, it's called the lasso tool over here, just so I can draw where I want the highlights to be, going off the curvature of the character. There we go. And then we're going to do Command J, and that copies that, and then we'll remove it. So there we go. Just wanted to do that little adjustment, just so that I want the AI to realize that half of its face is in light, and the other half is kind of submerged in the shadow. And because it's a nice little mask layer, we can go in and adjust that with like a soft brush. So I'm going to grab a little eraser here. You didn't think you were going to get a Photoshop tutorial out of this, right? But that's the secret I want to kind of share with folks, is that these AI tools become more powerful if you already have background in how to do stuff the old-fashioned way. Like I always blend things of my old skills with the new skills that I need. And that is the secret. So if you have expertise, you can use that to your advantage. Okay, so now that our dragon's here and I have my image, we're going to now load this. I'm just going to save it as a JPEG, or no, I'll do maybe, is it called export as? Export. And then we'll do quick export as a PNG. Done. And we'll save that into my folder for Pika Labs. We're going to call this Dragon with Light. Drag with Lit. Great. Save it. And then we'll bring this all back together into Pika Labs and see if that affects the video. So I'm going to go to delete my reference, and we're going to give it the new reference that we just composited together in Photoshop and our existing tools. Just got to find the folder where it is living. Pika Editions. Not this one, not this one, not this one. There it is. Nope, that one. So I'm going to grab that one and feed that in as the reference. And then we're going to take a look at the prompt. A blue majestic serpent dragon is seen flying around. Maybe I'm going to say, instead of flying, I'm going to use the word peaking. I don't know how to spell peaking. Is it like cliff peak? Peaking. Oh, it's two E's. Peaking. Peeking around the canyon. The dragon is giant and seen far away in the distance, jumping around and landing on the cliffside. I'm going to get rid of that jumping around. I'm just going to say, yeah, let's start with there. Just because we know how good the dragon can look, I just want to see if I can get that dragon to spawn from beyond that cliff face. Because if I can get them to be behind these cliffs, that would be so magical. It's really close already. Like, this is insane that we can get this kind of VFX shot in like seconds or under a couple minutes. All right, we got any questions coming in the comments? Oh, we got 30 live concurrent viewers. Friends, for those that are just joining us and have been here, if you feel comfortable, please share your country that you're streaming from today, as well as a flag of your country. So I'll go first. I would do USA. Oh, I don't know how to generate the flag. Okay, never mind. Oh, there it is. So I would do that. USA flag. So I went first. This just helps me get an understanding of where everybody's coming from today. So I'm in the USA, and that's the American flag. Tanzania, welcome. Dexter from Tanzania. Welcome Surreal Art Stories from Finland. Hello Codizzle from the USA. Hello Akwan from Pakistan. Hello Terry from Canada. Hello Thomas from, I'm bad at countries. I don't know that flag. I need to, I have an American education, so that means I don't know flags and countries very well. I have like a, very limited view of like my knowledge around geography. So I really need to see the name of the country as well as the flag, almost so you can help teach me. We got Mo3BDU from Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. And then we have Miss Melamore from Germany. RSA. What's RSA? I don't know what RSA is. How do I not know what RSA is? Rem Shalak is from Lebanon. Awesome. Drew Katukoa is from the USA. We have Ayu Brisbane from Algeria. Oh, Honduras. That's the Honduras flag. Okay, thank you. Bray from Honduras. And Tone.tastic from South Africa. And DJ MB from Germany. Wow, this is so awesome. Look at how our community here of future-proofing creative technologists are literally all over the globe. That's music to my ears. And thank you all for joining. Oh, Republic of South Africa, RSA. Wow. See, I didn't know that. Let me see. Can I see what RSA looks like one more time? Let's see. You put RSA. Okay. I'm going to zoom in just so I can see the flag. Okay, so it's got that color here, and then that color there, and that. Okay, that's RSA, Republic of South Africa. Thank you so much, Tone-tastic. All right. I apologize for not knowing. Let's see how the effect came out. Whoa, look at that. Okay, it kind of worked. It understands that I want. This is actually really good. I think we can improve it, but what I love about this is it understands that I want the dragon beyond this. So it does help if you kind of give it a reference image. I think I'm just going to run it again and see if we get a different result. Usually a lot of these AI models use a thing called a seed generation. And what that means is that the prompt will never be the exact same. A lot of these AI models start from a thing called a diffusion. So the best visual I've seen of this is clouds in the sky that look like things. This is the best definition I've seen of explaining how AI works for creative. So you see this cloud here. Everybody on Earth who has vision and can see clouds will look at this same data, and you could think of these clouds literally as noise. It's a distribution of different high values and low values that are just distributed randomly. And then based off of your training and based off of your life experiences and your culture, everyone can see a different thing in this. So if I asked everybody, what do you see? Actually, this would be a great test. If you feel comfortable sharing, what do you see in this cloud? I don't want to give any biases, but if you feel comfortable sharing, please write down what you see in this cloud. It will help with the little educational experiment I want to do with everybody in the live stream right here. So just what do you see in this cloud here? All right. Once you say it, I'll take a look. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let me take a look at what you said. Oh, wow. So looking at everyone's comments, Codizzle says dog. Nika writes a dog. Terry writes Podell. Xluck writes dog. Foreign Block writes dog. Dexter writes dog. Miss Malore writes dragon. Told Dan Yoda Tan writes bear. Sad dog for I am. A puppy looking left. A poodle. So this is actually so great. So everyone's seeing different things. Oh, I lost the cloud. Let me go back. So everyone sees different things in this noise distribution, right? So the best example I can think of this is AI models. When you're asking an AI image model or a video model to make something, they start off by generating a random cloud of noise, and then the AI attempts to make sense of that noise based off its bias. So for a lot of folks, they wrote dog, right? Because there might be a bias that this kind of shape might look like a nose, that might look like an ear. But there was also folks in the comments that saw a dragon in this. And some people didn't just see a dog, they saw a sad dog. All of these would be like almost our human interpretation, like our human bias of what do we want to see in the noise. And then it gets it closer and closer to that. So when you prompt an AI model, every time it draws a new picture, a new cloud, if you will, and then it tries to make the cloud look closer and closer to your prompt. So it's very much what humans have been doing since, as long as humans have been looking up at clouds and seeing things in there. Like I see a camel right in this one. But this is kind of how noise distribution works. This is a random noise of clouds, and then because I've seen pictures of camels, my brain sees this and thinks, I can see a camel, right? But there's other ones that people see multiple things in them. Like, this one I kind of see a duck. But it all depends. So every time you run a prompt in an image or video generator, it creates a new starting noise, which is why the prompts always look different. So here's the new one. Okay, that one was not good, but you see how different this one is, and we didn't change a thing, right? I kept the same input image. I kept the same reference video, and I even kept the same prompt. So that means there is a little bit of rolling a dice. You are shuffling a little bit every time you hit that re-roll button. And that is important. Oh, you see a camel. Okay, cool. A doge. You see a doge. A baby hand, right? There's so many different things that you can see. We all care about art, bro. We do. Yeah. And that might be our bias. Other people might see that and just say, it's a cloud, right? But almost everybody here said that it looked like something other than a cloud. And I think that's pretty interesting. Okay, let me see. I'm still, to be honest, this is still my favorite one. I don't think I've gotten a better result out of Pika Labs yet from this one. So this one's still my favorite. I'm hoping to get this level of quality but like from beyond here. Hoping that will work. So, and this one also came out really good too. I mean, that's remarkable. All right, now I'm also curious about products. Do you think this would work with a product in mind? Like, could this be a tool that people could use to make 3D models and of products or props that they might have? I want to test that out. So can anyone suggest a product in the comments of what you want? I'll take the one that I see, not first. I'll take the third one that I see. So hopefully it's a good one. Go ahead and suggest a product that you want me to try to put in here and see if we can if it can live in this footage. I'll take the third idea that I see in the comments. All right, transparent perfume bottle. That's interesting. Beast chocolate bar. Okay, that's cool. That's the number 2. All right, the third one's going to be it. Who's it going to be? What are we going to do? Motorbike. All right, that's the one from I Am Ash. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I Am. Oops. Aesop. Motorbike. Let's go ahead. Let's try it. Let's get a motorbike. So I'm going to look up a motor bike. And that one looks pretty cool. Right? Does that look cool? I like it. All right, we're going to use this motorbike. Right click. I'm just going to save or just, yeah, copy image. Or no, I guess I got to drag it into my library here. Oh, I need to right click, open image in new tab. We could also generate a bike, but I want to start with like a product photography. So imagine, you know, a client comes in, they say, this is our bike, and we want to see this up on the top of Yosemite. So I screenshot it. There's the bike. Great. Then we go to Pika. Let me see if I have other footage that we might want to use. Maybe that's not the best spot. So I'm curious, can I put the bike by the water? You know, could you have a videographer go and just capture the place that you want, and then a separate person is capturing the product, and then maybe in theory you can combine your skills together. So I'm going through some of my other footage. Let's see. I'll go with the water one again. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can put the bike on the water here. So same idea. That file is 15 megabytes, so I think it's small enough. We're going to go and replace the video. So delete the video, replace the image. All right, so we're going to go with the bike. So put the video footage in there. Give it a second. It's not registering. Let me try it again. Oh, it's not doing it. Wait, cancel. Be sure it's at least 5 seconds. Okay, so I'll just manually find it. We'll go to the file reference. There it is. Great. We hit open on this, and then we're going to upload the image of the motorcycle. And then I'm going to say, this futuristic bike is sitting in the scene in a natural way. I don't know. I'm just going to leave that as the prompt. Keep it really simple. And so what we're going to see here is the possibility of using this to generate the VFX right inside of the profile. So if this one has that kind of interface, let's see what we get here. So if we run this one, this again is called Pika Edition. And it took our dragon from Midjourney, and then it brought it into our footage that I captured with my iPhone. So let's do that one, and then let's see if we can generate it on another scene. So I'm going to grab another video clip. These are all shots that I've captured. I wonder what it would do if we were up in the clouds. I'm just curious. Let's see, what's the file size on that one? Okay, that's 54 megabytes, so we're going to need to reduce that a bit. So I'm going to double click on it. We're going to go to the Edit tab, Edit to Trim. And then we're going to trim this to I'm just curious how it handles like a zoom, or like right there is a cool spot. I like that, how there's like a transition of the lighting. So let's go 7, 8, so wait, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's go about 5 seconds. Let's see. Let me take a look at that one. Three, 4, 5. All right, so I'll clip it to right about there. Then we're going to save this as like 1080p. See if we can get away with that. We'll call this one, what do I call this? Cloud clip. Okay, and then we'll save it. Where's Cloud Clips? There's Cloud Clip. All right, that file size is 193 8 megabytes. Cool. That's underneath the limit of 25, which they require. I'll delete this. Don't need it anymore. Oh, our video's done. Let's take a look. Did it work? All right, so we got a failure there. Didn't really do anything. Let's just re-roll it. So the futuristic, maybe I'll say motorbike. I'll reword this. Add this image of this bike into the scene. The motorcycle rolls up on the cliff edge by the water, looking futuristic, like a product launch. I don't know. We'll see if it's feasible. Miss Malore writes, Melore writes, was there another video of the dragon that we didn't catch yet? Oh, you're right. This one. Good catch. Whoa, look at that. Doesn't look that great, but it at least it understands that the distance is correct. Like it knows that I wanted it to be behind these rocks. So maybe I shouldn't over-engineer these images. Maybe like I don't need to over-engineer these. So let me see what would happen instead of doing all this like lighting information stuff. I'm gonna get rid of my lighting information. I'm just gonna make this dragon a lot larger, and let's just see what happens with that. Kind of closer to what it was originally. I'm just curious if this helps bias the AI in a direction that's more favorable. So I'll go to export as a PNG, and then we'll go to dragon, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and then we'll save that to the peak of things. Go back into the folder here and load it up. So we'll go to erase that one. Erase that one. Let's load up that dragon one more time. Where are you, dragon? There you are. Let's load it into the upload image. Oops, it skipped it. Upload image, please. There we go. And then we'll go to the Pika Labs. There it is. Open. Add this image. Okay, and then say, yeah, I'm not going to give it too much direction this time because I think I might be trying to over prompt or over engineer the result, whereas it seems to be doing pretty fine by itself. Is this the 5-second clip? Yeah, it's the 5-second one. So let's go ahead and load that in as the video. And then describe your story. The majestic, gigantic dragon protecting the cliffs with their magic energy is seen menacingly staring at the camera person. Their eyes blink slowly, and the dragon opens its mouth, revealing sharp teeth. That's my story. All right, let's take a look if the motorcycle is in the scene now. Okay, the motorcycle is kind of there. We got the wheel of the motorcycle, but it didn't really see it. Interesting. I don't really understand its brain yet. But that's cool. All right, let's run another one. So I think you can run two simultaneously, right? Possibly. Oh, you can. So you can have multiple ones running. So I mean, I know it's going to eat up credits faster, but I am paying for the service. Was there another video of the dragon that we didn't watch yet? Oh yeah, I think we got it. Cool. All right, so these videos are generating. I think by far the first one that we did was like the most impressive. You know, it took that footage that I captured from my iPhone of the from the airplane, and it added this really cool creepy monster that we designed in Midjourney. And then this one is still also my favorite, where it was able to get the character, and the lighting changes on the character were very impressive. Having the light change like that kind of blew my mind. It's like, whoa, like that's insane. It understood the, you know, it understood the environment a lot better. I don't know what this retry button does. Oh, I guess it just reruns the prompt. Cool. Very cool. All right. Any questions? Any questions? Ooh. Whoa. All right, that's my new favorite. Yeah, look at that. Oh my God. Dude. Yes. Wow. That's the one. Love it. Downloading it. Wow. Wow. Majestic dragon. Oh, we got another one. Let's take a look. Ooh. Oh, it's just a floating head. That's really creepy. It's like its body was inside of an invisible cloak that we can't see. I like the motion. I love the blinking. So maybe just giving it more art direction words might actually help it. Wow. Interesting. I love the lighting changes on this one. I'm going to retry that one. That's insanity. Whoa. All right, so again, this was the prompt. I put the video that I captured when I was in Yosemite. I added this image by photoshopping in a dragon that I generated from Midjourney, photoshopped it in behind the cliffs, and then I gave it the prompt, magic energy is seen. Oh, wait. The majestic, gigantic dragon protecting the cliffs with their magic energy is seen menacingly staring at the camera person. Their eyes blink slowly, and the dragon opens its mouth, revealing sharp teeth. That's the prompt. Oh, says something went wrong. No worries. Let's just regenerate from the bottom here. Or did I run out of credits? That's also a possibility. Oh, it looks like it's generating now. Oh, what's this one? I don't think I remember this one. Whoa. I don't like that one. It's kind of cool, but kind of not great. All right, so, and then this was my first test this morning. I had this footage from a car. I liked the motion of the character, but it didn't understand the relative motion of the scene. Like, I was hoping to have a giant character off in the distance, like when I've done other VFX shots, and instead it kind of placed here. But this is still remarkable. The lighting on it feels kind of correct and whatnot. This one's really scary because it jumps into the frame. It's really scary. And then this one's almost done. Oh, what's the shot? Where is the video clip? Oh, there it is. Majestic share. I mean, that one's just so cool. And I like how the lighting is changing on the character when they're in the shadows to then when they're in like the sunlight. That's so cool. Unbelievable. All right, let's make some sound effects for this using another AI tool. This one's called 11 Labs. How are we doing on time? Oh, we've been streaming for 1 hour. Wow. All of that in 1 hour. All right, so here's another tool I like to use in my pipeline lately. And this one is called 11 Labs. And they have a feature that's literally sound effects generator. It's as simple as it sounds. You describe the sound that you want, and this will generate that sound. And there's settings in here so you can control things like how long do you want the sounds to be. I like to usually choose automatically pick the best length, or if you have a very specific idea in mind, you can set it to the exact time. And then the other one is called prompt influence. So it's how much it listens to your prompt when it's crafting the AI generated sound effects. So let's go ahead and go with that. And I'm going to say a dragon breathing menacingly as it comes closer to us. And then you click generate sound effects. And what's wild about this tool is it is not searching for sounds in a library. It is generating sounds that have not been assembled before. Using that same technique that I described earlier, remember how I showed you that picture of the cloud? And I asked people to try to look into the cloud and see what they saw. Some people saw a dragon in the cloud. Some people saw a dog. Some people had an emotion assigned to the cloud. This is doing the same thing. It's also diffusion based. So it's starting off with a random bit of noise, literally like an audio noise, and then this AI tries to get the noise closer and closer to this text prompt. And it creates 4 possibilities, and let's take a listen. That's already great. Let's take that was the first one. Let's take a listen to the second one. Wow. Love that one too. Let's try the third one. Whoa. And let's try the fourth one. Okay, I liked all 4 of them. I'm going to download all 4 of them and layer them all together. 1, 2, download, and I'll make a new folder for sound effects. SFX, sound effects, create, bam, 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 save, and great. Save the next one, save, and the next one, save, and the last one, save. Great. Now let's combine all this together with a very fast video editing tool like CapCut. God, these apps got to sponsor me soon, right? I'm talking about 11 Labs. Yesterday we were talking about Open Magic. Today we're talking about Pika. Now we're in CapCut. All these different tools. So I'm just click on create new project. Whoa, went full screen mode. Let's go and kind of crop the screen in half here. So I'm just going to mix all these together. We have our dragon. Oh, wait. Where's the dragon? Oh, majestic, 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 majestic. I'll sort these by date modified. There we go. So let's put our dragon into our scene. And then let's drag in our 4 sound effects. Great. And then let's assemble it to the timing. Let's grab the first sound effect here. I'm going to right click and choose track height, make it tall so I can see it better. Let's take a listen. I don't like that one that much, so I'm going to get rid of it. Let's try it with this one. I'm going to time that growl when the mouth opens, which is towards the end. So I'm going to slide the time here. I'm looking at the peak of that sound, and I'm trying to match it to when I see the character's mouth opening. That way it feels like it's making the sound. That looks great. Let's move on to the next. I'm going to layer part of the old sound and lower it here. Maybe for this first little grunt. Maybe I'll just layer it twice there. All right, let's trim the audio to snap to the end here. Great, let's try the next audio file. Let's try this one in the scene. Okay, that's pretty good. Get rid of that. Let's try this one. Great. I'm layering that one into this track. And let's grab maybe this last one. It has a clipping audio. Oh, I love that low growl. It sounds like a Hollywood dinosaur. I'll line it up with the mouth opening again as well. Great. Awesome. We got that made so quickly. Let's take a look at the other footage that was generating. Wherever that browser window was, I lost it. Where did my Pika Labs go? Too many tabs. too many tabs. There it is. All right, Pika. Oh, we got another one. Let me take a look. Whoa. Ooh, that's cute. I like this one too. Let's download it. Oops, I downloaded it in the sound effects folder. Whatever. Let's just keep rerunning it. So I'm going to hit retry and bring this into CapCut. And we have our new shot and weave this into the scene. See how it feels. Cool. I'm going to grab this similar sounds of the dragon from before. Great. And I'll layer this part back into the audio track. Sound design is so important for VFX. Wow. I think the mouth is opening too soon. Yeah, maybe we'll change the timing there. That's exactly what I wanted. That's what I saw in my head, and now these AI tools are allowing me to make it. Unbelievable. What timeline are we in right now? This was made in an hour? I'm so thankful, says Everywhere Vlogs, says CapCut is crazy. I paid for the full access, and I'm not regretting it. It's useful. It's so powerful. All right, now I'm just going to add my own voice to this. So I'm going to hit the microphone button and just add my own like voiceover. Here we go. Testing. 1, 2. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Hey, easy now. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Whoa. All right, so that was me. I just added my voice into the CapCut scene. Let's take a listen if it's too dramatic. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Hey, easy now. Whoa. I'm going to lower my volume a lot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Hey, easy now. Whoa. I'm going to make a cut right there so it feels like two different takes are happening. Whoa! Goodness. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Hey, easy now. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Hey, easy now. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Perfect. On to the next. I liked that shot from earlier too. Didn't work well with the motorcycle. I liked this shot. I wonder I'm trying to think of a situation where I could use this one. Maybe just a clip of it for a split second. All right, so let's go and bring that in. And then also I liked this, because I like to do educational stuff, I'm going to include this in the video so that people can see the behind the scenes. And then they should also see the reference image that I made. And then, because then it could be educational, and then they'll see, and then I'll show them how I edit it behind the thing. Cool. All right, so let's make it happen. The audio has an effect like you're indoors. It doesn't sound like you're actually outdoors. Oh, good point. Let me fix that. They have a nice little voice changer feature where you can add different kind of sound passes to your voice. So if I add windiness to my voice, it might sound like I'm outside. Oh my goodness. Hey, easy now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Hey. Easy. I think any of these will work. I think any of these will work for me. I mean, I might just go with the radiant echo. Let me try that one. Oh my goodness! Hey, easy now. I like the radiant echo. Yeah, I'm not doing this for the sound design quality, personally. I mostly want to tell the story of like the VFX that could be made like this. Or I could just take out my voice altogether. Jaden Smith house head filter. I wanted to ask, are you going to make a Jaden Smith house head filter? I was thinking about it. You know me well, because that looked so fun and silly. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so that's the auditorium voice. So I'm going to add auditorium to both. And then I'll put a little clip here. I'm not going to use the full clip of this one. I'm just going to use just this little wing moment, and then we'll cut it. Yeah, we'll cut it there. Even though I like the lighting change, the body changes too much in that time, so we're not going to use that part. Here we go. I need a wing sound. I'll leave it out. Okay, and then I'll put the original footage. And then we'll include the original footage with the photoshopped image. Oh, I'm using OBS Studio to stream. If you log into Instagram from a web browser, I think with Chrome, maybe Safari can do this too. They have an option to let you stream a live stream from your web browser. And I use an app called OBS as the streaming agent. Oh, thank you so much, Everywhere Vlogs. Yeah, I'm just going to use this to be, educational with how this works. So let me just kind of load this up in the middle here. Great, and then for this part, we're going to lower the opacity of the layer. Under adjustments, I'll go to the color exposure and just drop the background a little bit. Great, and then we'll go to the effects. I need to do the page peel effect. Is it not an effect? Oh, I guess it's under an animation now. Yeah. And I'll just do a page peel effect on these ones. There we go. I'm just going to put page peel on this guy. Great, and then we'll do a sticky note there, just so people know how you do it. Maybe we'll put this one up here, and then we'll put this one there. That's too fast to process, so I'm going to slow down the reveal of that second one. That gives people enough time to see how to use this effect. First, you'll do this. Then I did this. Yeah, that works. I'll make this one a little bit larger. We're going to start by generating a picture of this. Okay, maybe I'll have it start even earlier. The first step is to generate a picture like this in Midjourney. Then, it's too fast. Let's go over here. Then you're going to composite it in your tool of choice. You'll upload these two images. And then you got your dragons. Oh, I should probably show that it's also a PNG, so let's bring a PNG in here too. Is there a page reveal that takes it off? Oh, go to out, swipe left, sticky note. Do they have sticky note out? Ice cube, down scroll, pulse, zoom out, sticky note. Oh, they do have a sticky note out. Okay, great. So the sticky note goes out. Then I'll have this sticky note in. Great. And then, oh, that's not sticky note. That sticky note in. And then we'll do the same thing with the sticky note out. Sticky note out. This is how I edit videos sometimes. So you're also seeing this behind the scenes now. Sticky note. There we go. And then we go to this sticky note in. And then we go to sticky note out. Sticky note out. Where is it? Sticky note out. I don't see it. Where to go? I don't see it anymore. I don't know where it went. Okay, we'll just use a different transition altogether. And then that will recycle it back to the beginning. So right when it transitions, we'll go back to the most fun shot. I think maybe when it opens its mouth, or maybe when it does that head movement, it looks kind of cool. So I'm going to grab that, those clips. Copy and go here, paste, and that will kind of recycle the video. Done. I got a meeting with some dancers for this video project I'm doing. Talk to you later. Yes, thank you all so much for joining. I'm going to go ahead and upload this reel in like a few minutes. Hopefully you learned a lot in this process and you can figure out how to make some of this stuff your own. I would love to see what people are creating. I can't believe we live in a time where this stuff's even possible, remotely possible. And then the fact that you can make all this stuff in like an hour and 30 minutes. This is remarkable. Again, consider subscribing if you like this stuff. I will start to do like a group video call once a month with our paid subscribers. So you can jump on a video call together. I could see your faces, hear your voices in the same room. And then I'm thinking maybe I don't know how to, and I guess I can come up with meeting notes and summaries based off the conversations that we have as a group for our subscriber community. And then that will be, I'm trying to think of ways to make it kind of exclusive, but also kind of fun. So thank you all so much. Have a creative and productive day. I'll see you all very soon. Thank you. Peace.